Hallo Cliquenabendler, wir sind bei BlackRock Editions und zwar bei BAM. Next to me is Christoph. Hi Christoph.
Hi.
You have a new game with you which is called Time Arena.
Time Arena, that's it.
What's the game about?
It's a fighting game.
A fighting game?
Fighting game. The goal of the game is to destroy the totem of your opponent. Okay? It's a game you can play one against one. You can play two people against one or two against two. So it's a 2-4 game.
All right.
The game is a timed game. So you only play maximum 10 minutes because each player got 5 minutes to reach the goal. The goal is to destroy the totem of your opponent. The totem is the machine on the board. Okay, all the long the board is the machine. So to do that, you have fighters. Fighters are there on portal because they come from anywhere in the universe. You have robots, you have creatures, you have humans. So at your turn, you can summon a fighter. There is a white team there and the black team of your opponent there. So in my turn, I summon a fighter, take a fighter, I put it on a summon tile and I activate it.
Okay.
Activate a fighter means you could move and fight, or you can fight and move, but no mix of that. And when you take a fighter, you have to finish all you have to do with him before taking another one. The fighter has 3 abilities. There are movement, attack power, and defense power. Attack is a red number. I show you there. Attack is a red number. Defense is a green number. And movement is the little knob, little tabs on top of the fighter. So, for example, this one, you have one here and one there. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. All you do in your turn, you do that with a timer that goes down. In Essen, we made that with a chess clock. Okay, 5 minutes each player. When you start it, clock's ticking for the other. He finishes move. It's your turn, clock's ticking. I said to win, you have to destroy totem. But there is another condition. If your times run out, go to 0, you lose. So you have to think quick to do your turn and to success destroying the totem. Of course, there is no chess clock in the box. So we made an application that does the job. It's an application on iOS or Android. And when you start, it's the same thing. The white play, he finishes his turn, black play, and so on, until 0 or until you destroy the totem. So it's my turn, I activate. I can move in any direction with my fighter. I could activate all of my fighter. And then there is opponent. I can fight my opponent, be near my opponent on any tile around him, and fight is rolling the dice to do modifier of the attack power of my fighter. Okay? For example, there, 3 attack, and it's a red number. My dice can do +0, nothing happened, +1, +2. If I make +2, that's 5 for my attack. 3 for my opponent. I win because I'm strictly higher. I must be above with my attack against his defense. If I win my fight, my opponent is destroyed. Go back on his portal.
And he can summon it again.
And not yet, because when he died, you have to turn the hourglass.
Right.
And the hourglass is regeneration time. Sorry. So you have to wait the hourglass finish before you could use again your fighter. All the hourglass are different. You have 30 seconds for the yellow one, 45 for the green, 60 for the blue, and 90 for the red. Okay? That's the basic rule of the game. So your first play, you do that with that rule. When you attack the totem, it's easy. You roll the dice, 3 plus 2, 5. The totem has 1 on defense. You subtract, so 5 minus 1. You lose 4 crystal. Totem has 6, so it nearly destroyed. That's the basic rule. When you play a new game, you can add the full rule. Full rule add 3 things. First thing, you could draft your team. You have 8 fighters there. There are 4 more in the box. So you could do a draft to build your own team. The only constraint is 1 fighter of each color. Second thing you add is the charging wheel of the totem. There is 2 faces of the dice I didn't spoke. This one, KO. When you do KO, it's easy, you win. No matter the ability, the defense, the attack, you win, you destroy your opponent. And the other is a cross, it's a fail. You miss your attack, so you lose nothing, but you don't success to attack your opponent. Every time you do that, a little reward, you could advance on the charging wheel of the totem. When you go further on the wheel, you could use power once. You could use the power you are, or the power you pass before. When you use one of them, you reset it. You could add 1 to your attack. After you roll the dice, 2 against 2, it's a draw, nothing happened. I use that, 3 against 2, I win. With that, you can re-roll your dice. You can move 1 step further, or you can recover 1 crystal if you have lost some. And last thing we add to have the full rules is the power for the fighter. There is some picture between attack and defense. The first is a double sword. Your totem have 2. Your totem have this double sword. Double sword allow you to counter attack. You are attack, you have that, you roll the dice too. So the attacker do that, you roll the dice, I miss. I say made KO. 1 plus 1, 2, he destroy me because I have just 1 defense. I do chaos, I destroy him too. So all the attacker and defender go to the portal. And each time you attack the totem could riposte too. You have another power, it's a range attack. You could attack up to 2 tiles for this example. 2 tiles, I can attack this one. It's mine, but no matter. An advantage of the range attack, you can be counter-attacked. There is no trigger for the counter-attack. It allows you to attack the totem without the totem fight back. The last power in this team is the rabbit. The rabbit can attack normally, but before attacking, you could trigger his power. And his power is to explode. And when exploding, he do damage on all the tile around him. You roll the die, for example, +2, with 1 is 3, against 2, destroy, against 2, destroy, against 3, nothing happen, and against 1, destroy. So you could destroy your opponent, but you could destroy your own unit too. There is no selective in the explosion. If you do a chaos, of course, you destroy all the fighters around you. And KO, winning or miss, the rabbit is destroyed too, so he go back on his portal. And that's all the rule for Time Arena for game 10 minutes max with an up to time all that.
And it's also completely language independent.
It's language independent. There is no text on the game material. You have rule in the box in French and English. So you can play if you learn English, no problem. One more thing I can add. The board has another side. You can use when you know the game, when you made some play. You have an expert side. Expert side add teleporters. With the red one, I go to a red teleporter, and for one movement, 1, 2, 3, I can use it in any direction. Okay? And you have no more 6 summon tile, you have only 3. And there is a new rule to win the game. If you put your fighters on the opponent summon tile, and all the fighters of your opponent are destroyed, you win the game because he can't put back his fighter on the board. And now you know all about Time Arena.
What does the game cost?
The game cost in Essen 25 euros.
Okay.
And we have some goodies in Essen. We have a power bank for the buyer of the game. So it's a power bank, a Time Arena power bank you could use to charge your phone because there is an application and you need application to play. And we made a lot of tournaments with other goodies to win. There are Ex Libris, a little poster of the fighter of the game, and a book with novels about the universe of Time Arena. But sorry, the book is in French.
But great. All right, thanks for your time.
I think I explained all.
Thanks for the time and wish you a nice fair.
Thank you. You too.
See you next year, I guess.
Oh yeah, of course. We'll be there.
All right, bye.
Bye.